This is exactly what I would expect to happen in real life. Hey guys, Games for Life here, and these are the 5 rover mods every Astroneer player should use. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Number 5. Crane. Honestly, the crane is kind of an underutilized item in Astroneer, not a lot of people use it, but it can be really cool to use, and let me show you. One disadvantage is that you have to get out of the rover seat and enter its own seat. But then it's pretty straightforward to use, you just aim and click to deform terrain, and it works great. If you want to, you can add small canisters in here, or you can put one of those medium canisters and it will fill it with soil. You can use this to collect resources, you can use this for whatever you want really. And this is a great tool, especially for dangerous places, like let's say caves where you can easily fall off the edge. This way you are much safer, and of course you'll need to pair it up with a drill up top here in order to mine that. So I've got a drill strength 3 right here, but you can add different modules to the top of it. Anything that's medium tier will fit here. So you can use the crane for multiple things actually. For example, I've attached a paver to the end of it and we can add terrain now. This is not as useful as the drill, but it's still something cool you can do with the crane.
I didn't even know the crane was in the game.
A lot of people miss out on the crane entirely, they don't even know it's in the game. But it's actually pretty easy to craft, all you need is steel, titanium and silicone. So you will need a chemistry lab for this. But let's move over to mod number 4, and that's the winch. You can use it to attach to anything really, and then you can just drive off, dragging the item around. Just like that. So you can bring basically anything you want back to your base. But there's actually one place where this shines the brightest, and that's in glitches. The winch loves to glitch through things, so you can do pretty cool stuff with it like this. And we just sent our rover flying. I'll have to go recover it now. I've seen people use the winch to create a helicopter in Astroneer. I'm pretty sure someone created an elevator using it. And there are a lot of other cool things you can do with it. And maybe the best thing you can do with a winch is haul one of these bad boys back to your base and get a ton of solar power. As far as I know, there's no other way of dragging these around except for the winch. So if you want one of these powering up your base, you're definitely going to need it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Well Joe, now you do, so you can go ahead and use the winch to get more power in your base. Alright, I think it's time to move over to mod number 3, the paver. The paver can save you a lot of time when going around the planet. You can use it, as the name says, to pave roads, ramps and whatever else you'd like. You can create bridges across gaps so you don't have to get out of your vehicle, and this works especially well when you're trying to build a road. So if there's any place where you go repeatedly, make sure to build a road so you can get there easier. That's gonna save you a lot of time. But there's one trick you can do with it that's gonna make it 10 times better, and that's also adding a drill. Using the drill and the paver combined will basically let you go anywhere you want with your rover. But make sure you have some soil canisters on hand, because the paver needs that to function. And you can see how these two items go hand in hand, because the drill refills the soil canisters while the paver uses them up. Actually, I have an entire video dedicated to the paver on the channel, so I'll put it up in a card right here and you can go watch it after finishing this video.
Nice, I will watch that.
Thanks Joe, but I think it's time for mod number 2, and this is gonna be a quick one. It's the drill. Now there are 3 types of rover drills you can get. The strength 1, 2 and 3. When starting up, make sure to go for the drill strength 1. You're gonna need 1 ceramic and 1 tungsten carbide. It does require a chemistry lab, but the materials are pretty easy to get. Then you will want to skip the drill strength 2. So you can go ahead and throw that out, you don't need that. It's honestly just a waste of time, it's not that much better than the drill mod 1, and you can go straight from the 1 to the 3. If you're curious, the second one requires titanium alloy and tungsten carbide. But don't focus on that, what you'll want is the drill strength 3. Now this one takes a diamond and a titanium alloy. So the diamond is gonna be a little bit harder to craft, but you should be able to get it no problem. So once you've got your drill strength 3, throw it on the rover with the paver and then apply what I talked about earlier for the paver. Basically having them together and going wherever you want. You will notice that this is pretty slow, alright? Like you gather resources, but it's slow. What you will want to do is turn them on and off repeatedly, just like that, and this is much faster now. So take a look at the speed difference. This is just having them on, and this is turning them on and off. Much faster.
Wow, these are cool tips, thank you.
You're welcome Joe, but are you ready for mod number 1?
Yes, Joe, ready.
I'm of course talking about the thrusters. Yes, you can add thrusters to your rover and it does some cool unexpected things. For example, you can make it fly, you can do different kinds of tricks with it, you can even crash land. That was part of the plan, obviously. I wanted to show you how to crash land. But most importantly, you can take it to space. as soon as you can point it upward. Yeah. This is a little bit harder than it looks, so yeah, just trust me on that. But here we go, you can take it to space, and it doesn't control the best, but it's pretty fun to do. You might have some trouble landing on other planets, but this is a cool way of traveling, and it also makes for cool thumbnails. Oh, it also becomes a helicopter from time to time, just like that. And it breakdances, which is good. So Joe, what do you say, should we add all of these mods to one single rover?
Oh yes, let's do that.
Alright, so we got everything on just one rover here, and let's test out all the mods. So we've got our drill, we got our paver, they both work great. We'll just use the winch to attach it to ourselves. And can we glitch it with the crane? Yes, we can. So the winch and the crane are working together perfectly in this new Astroneer helicopter. This is exactly what I would expect to happen in real life if you attach a winch to a crane. And you can also see just how much utility this adds to your vehicle. Now the rover is easier to use than ever because of this awesome contraption I've just created. And we should also test the thrusters, right?
Wow, that's really cool.
As Joe said, it is really cool. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. It helps me a lot on my journey to 1000 subscribers, and it makes sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. I've been Games for Life, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, Astroneers!